So this year, my friend Meg and I decided to give a crack at Canadian Death Race.
It's a killer.
It's a 118-kilometer ultra marathon in Grande Cache, Alberta, and it's got about 5,200 meters of elevation gain.
The course consists of 5 distinct legs with wildly differing terrain. The first leg, known as the Downtown Jaunt, meanders through town for a bit before heading out on some low elevation rolling trails. This leg is deceptively chill and not representative of what's to come. It's only 16.6 kilometers long with 244 meters of elevation gain. The one caveat to its chillness being that the race description says that it may go through a deep mud bog. Leg 2, Flood and Grand Mountain Slugfest, is where the race really starts to get more serious. This leg is 27.4 kilometers long with 1,624 meters gain of mostly dirt, rock, and swamp. It includes the summits of both Flood Mountain and Grand Mountain, as well as the most dangerous part of the course, which is a powerline clearance leading down from the summit of Grand Mountain back to town. After getting back to town and hitting what I'm sure will be one of the best aid stations ever, and Sinister Sports sets a high bar, racers will head out on leg 3, Old Mine Road. This leg's another, quote, easy leg, unquote. This leg consists of 20.5 kilometers of running, mostly on dirt road, with several creek crossings, one of them sounding pretty substantial at potentially knee-deep and 25 meters across. After a nice jog in leg 3, it looks like we'll get back to the fun stuff in leg 4, Hamel Assault. Here it appears we'll get to run right up and over Mount Hamel, the highest point in the course. It seems Sinister Sports felt it was necessary to remind everyone for this section that the waiver they signed talked about being in remote areas and not being rescued in time to prevent serious injury or death, so I think that sets the mood for the leg. The fifth and final leg, the river crossing, is mostly dirt, grass, and single track, and for all but the fastest runners, it'll be run completely in the dark. It has a comparatively moderate elevation gain and loss compared to the other legs, although you are running almost this entire leg after you've already run 100 kilometers. This leg includes a pretty famous gimmick, which I think is pretty cool. So you have to carry this coin for the whole race in order to pay the ferryman to take you across the river Styx at the end. In Greek mythology, this ferryman's supposed to take the newly deceased across the river to the underworld. The thing is, if you lose this coin at any point on during the race, you're just going to count as a DNF and they won't let you cross the river. After the river crossing, it looks like you have about 11 kilometers or so of single track to run in the forest to get back to the finish line. I've gotten my training runs up to around 32 kilometers recently, and after 32 kilometers you start to feel it a bit. So honestly, I'm pretty nervous about trying to run 118, but I'm really excited to get to try to push myself that hard.
It's gonna be the biggest effort I've ever done by about double, and I'm planning on documenting the whole thing. Planning on documenting some training runs too. Right now I'm just on Bowen Island up Mount Gardiner doing a training run. It's pretty gorgeous up here. I feel like there's quite a lot of crossover with ski mountaineering and trail running. So let me know in the comments if you think I'm on point with that. Pretty sure I am. I'm pretty sure a lot of ski mountaineers trail run in the summer. Meg first got me into ultra running like 2.5 years ago now. Just asked if I wanted to sign up for Blackspur, which is a 54K in Kimberley. She just asked while we were having sushi after rock climbing. I went online on my phone, just spur of the moment, and signed up right there. And yeah, pretty much never looked back. I was gonna try to do a 100K ultra last summer, but I trained way too hard.
And gave myself Achilles tendonitis.
But this year, I reached out to a local company, Ridgeline Athletics, and I got some pro coaching from a dude named Ryan. And it's going really well so far. He's made me dial it back a lot. I'm doing a lot more like low zone training, just going slower than I was. And I think it's paying off because I'm feeling pretty good and yeah, getting the volume up. Yeah, let me know how many of you guys are interested in some long distance trail running content. You're probably gonna get it, whether you say yes or no, but be good to know, I guess.
Anyways, y'all can look forward to a few high quality videos of the Canadian Death Race and some training runs. I've also got some more summer skiing that I'm editing. It's been a really busy start to the summer. Just incorporated my arborist business, Sid's Tree Service, this year. So we actually have a YouTube channel for that too, Sid's Tree Service. So if you want to check that out, see me climb some trees, go for it. But yeah, I have a bunch more videos and I'm gonna have a bunch edited too. So when the ski algorithm kicks off this fall, I'll be able to post every week sort of thing. Anyways, hope you guys have some happy trails. Cheers.